Hey everyone, my name is Titanic, and welcome back to the episode of Titancraft Season 10, episode number 165. Today, we are doing some more work on the Nether hub, basically continuing off what we were doing last time, working on that lower layer. Last night I did some more Nether hub designing, and at this point in time, I am roughly, I believe when I did my last check last night, I think, where was I? Like 90, I want to say 93% complete. Like, it's so close to being done now. I'm in the final phases of digging out of making the map for the Nether, which means I can hopefully get the walls designed in the next couple of days too, once I finish that, and I'm hoping by the end of the week I will be able to have the materials list. Now, I have a big idea for how I want to organize the material gathering, because it's going to be an operation. I mean, the amount of storage we're going to need just to get every item required to make this thing is mind-boggling. Like, in reality, this thing, like, the storage room we're gonna need to get all the materials is going to be bigger than the average Minecraft player's storage room. Like, it's just going to be ridiculous. Definitely on a Titancraft scale for you. We aren't just going to be cheap with this. We're going all the way. We're going all out with this. It's gonna be a job, and it's gonna be an interesting job. So today, though, we're gonna continue just again digging the Nether hub. Hopefully, we can make a really good progress on it in the time we have. Is this the 128 axis? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of getting lost. A little bit tired. I'm not gonna lie. I had a really off day. I don't know. I think being on Twitter so much recently, all the news has really just worn me out. I don't know, it just seems like you can't go anywhere right now without just being bombarded with bad news. And I think that's really, in many ways, a failure by, I guess, the media to us, the people. I think by only portraying this bad stuff, like, no, I don't think if any of them ever make a comment about the mental health crisis in this country and in this world, I don't think any of them should ever have a right to say anything, because they're the ones that are making this happen. I think I don't know, it's really hard. Every time I go on Twitter, it's just something bad happens. Somebody's getting canceled. Somebody did this. Somebody went out of line. Like, and they punish free thinkers. It's like people that try to think for themselves and formulate their own independent opinion get punished. And it's like, what? I don't know, I'm really getting close now to trying to take a Twitter break. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, because I know myself. I know I can't resist the urge to go on Twitter. If I tell myself, oh yeah, I'm not gonna go on Twitter, the Twitter break won't last more than a couple of days. Like, I physically might have changed my password, or have somebody else change my password, and lock me out of my own Twitter account for like a week or two, maybe even a month, I don't know. I don't know how long I could go without Twitter. I mean, occasionally I like Twitter to advertise stuff, and that's nice, but, I mean, there are just days where I feel like I need a social media break. And maybe I'll take that in the near future, who knows. Although it is kind of hard being on YouTube all the time. It's like, even if I do take a social media break, I'm on YouTube all the time. I also, my dad's always watching television. I still see the news constantly. Like, you just can't get away from the negativity, and I don't know, it's made things a little harder. I've been really trying. I know I've talked about it quite a few times. I've tried to be a lot more positive. I've tried to be, it's quite well known that previously I was pretty well known for being very negative. I was a hardcore pessimist for a long time. Late last year, I tried really hard to change that, and I know I used to say I'm a realist. I'm not an optimist or a pessimist, but realistically, I slowly fell into full pessimism. I'm trying to find my way to somewhere in that realist category again, because there's been a few times when I've been a little too optimistic about stuff, and then when it doesn't work out how I wanted it, then I get so mad that then that temptation is to go back to saying, oh, well, because this happened, nothing can work out, and then you just want to fall back in that negative trap. And so it's like, you have to find the special spot between, like, you have to be optimistic, but you can't be so optimistic that if things go wrong, you just suddenly want to just completely pout about it and completely curse the world, if you know what I'm saying. Like, It's got to be a happy medium. And I'm trying to find that happy medium right now. I think I'm getting better at it. Although, I won't lie, when I literally go on Twitter and see the city of Atlanta on fire, I mean, that's not the sight I want to see. I mean, I know there's people that would butcher me for even questioning the protests going on, but I'm a realist. And I don't think burning down a city over this is the best solution. I don't know why that should be a hot take. Apparently on the internet right now it is. Not sure how.
Or not.
Oh, welcome to the episode, guys. But yeah, I'm not... How some of these things became such hot takes in such a short time, I'm not even sure myself. But obviously, Twitter also isn't full of the most rational people. So, maybe that's also the problem, is again, just being on Twitter too much. I don't know.
Alright, the problem is I can't see through my glasses because there's something on. I'm gonna fix.
But,
This will be less than a minute.
Okay.
Or about a minute. I don't know.
So I don't know. It's a hard one. I know the other day I've had like a general rule on my Titanic Twitter to try to stay as apolitical as possible. I mean, if you look at my like tweets, you can very easily figure out what side I'm on all the time. But I mean, in terms of stuff that I retweet and actually tweet on my gaming Twitter, my Titanic Twitter, I hardly ever will do anything political there. I try to keep it pretty. I just don't believe, as a creator, that's my place to share my opinion. I mean, I think like in this case, I'm trying to just voice my opinion as just like the voice of reasoning. I guess it's kind of like a podcast is what this season's turning into as well. But I mean, like I don't like these influencers that literally say like, oh yeah, if you're a fan of me, do this. Like, oh yeah, and like, everybody go donate to this link because I told you to. Like, how? Like, why don't you let your fans do your own research, you stupid celebrities? Because most of you are just being forced to do stuff by whoever's above you. Or, I mean, some of them. There's some fandoms that are so toxic, they literally force their favorite artist to do stuff. It's like, just, like, oh yeah, your favorite artist didn't post the black box on Instagram. Oh no, we had to cancel them now. It's like, really? That's where we've come to as a society? It's sad. It's just... I don't know, it's just downright depressing at times. I don't know how to react to it anymore. And I know, the other day I kind of had to break my silence a little bit on Twitter. I'm like, because I think what really made me mad the other day is when I saw that footage. When I saw that footage of Seattle being taken over and literally being declared as an autonomous zone, I think that put me over the edge. Like, I've respected the people that see the protest as something really positive, and I've tried to really not judge the overall protest. The rioters I don't like, but I've tried to be nice to the protesters. But when I saw them declare the part of the city of Seattle autonomous, that's where I kind of lost it, and that's why I kind of started going on a Twitter rant the other day, because it just that's not possible. That's not legal. Like, even as an American, I know the Constitution says you have the right to protest. You don't have the right to declare American soil not American. And so I'm like, and the fact that Twitter is supporting this, I'm like, what are you idiots doing? Oh, I mean, then I saw this thing the other day that said, if you remember way back to 2012, it was a huge thing that on the Mayan calendar, it's where the calendar was supposedly supposed to end. And so there's this whole theory that the world was ending. Well, some people pointed out that I guess could have been technically based on the Julian calendar, I believe it is, and we use the Gregorian. And with the offset from the Julian to Gregorian that took place, I forget what century, I think it was the 16 or 1700s. What ends up happening is that the date for the world ending by the Mayan calendar, I believe, is in the next 10 days. And so now there's a whole, like, bunch of people saying, oh, well, it's 2020, maybe this is gonna actually happen. I'm like, I don't know, to be honest with you. There's a lot of people, I think, actually, like, worried the world is ending, though, with everything that's happening. Like, I think there's some genuine fear over it. Like, there's always the people that are fear-mongering with this type of stuff. But I think there is actually some genuine concern now when you see everything that's going on, that there are people that are genuinely scared that the world is ending. And I'm like, you know what? I sympathize with them. I mean, I know I feel bad for all the elderly that, like, they've spent their entire life seeing this world change, and make progress. And literally then in a 2-week period, we go set everything on fire. We've become cavemen, but in reverse. Cavemen use fire to make, like, heat and food. We make fire to burn down places that make food. Don't you just love humanity? I don't know, it's just something that's bothering me though constantly now, and I want to stay quiet about it. I don't want to use these episodes, as I said. I don't like celebrities that use their platform only to convince all of their followers to follow their opinion, because I think I support free thinking all the way. But I really can't sit silent about this anymore. I just have to get it out of my system. Like, you see all this going on, and it's all you see on the media. Like a while ago, I was thinking, oh, maybe I'm going to help myself. I'm going to help my mental health. I'm going to unfollow everything political on Twitter, on my gaming Twitter, and see if that helps. But then I realized, between Twitter trends and just overall what Twitter is about, you can't escape it. If you go on social media, you're going to run into it. And it's like, literally, if you want to avoid it, you have to stay off of Twitter entirely. And I guess I'm getting close to that point now. I mean, I have some stuff I want to advertise on Twitter pretty soon, I'm not gonna lie, which is kind of the reason taking a Twitter break's probably not a good idea right now, but I don't know, I might actually look into taking a break from Twitter for a while and just try to improve my mental health in that way, because Twitter is so toxic that, I don't know. I used to encourage people to use it. I used to talk about how much I love Twitter, and to this day I still say there is stuff on Twitter that I love, and that's why I use it still, but I think for newbies, very likely, unless like you have an actual reason to get Twitter, don't. That's my advice. Instagram from what I've figured out is a little less toxic, but I mean, Instagram doesn't seem to censor people for having their own opinions, but it's still full of a bunch of crazy people, so then again, the world's just full of crazy people, so what can you do about it, I guess? It just makes you wonder. But the series keeps trucking on. I mean, even through all of it, I at the end of the season, I'm gonna kind of want to look back at, like, I've talked about a few times. These episodes have become almost like a diary of the adventure of 2020. Like, from the opening of the season where 2020 looked like this great thing, we were all so excited to enter the new decade, to literal hell. I mean, I've thought about changing my Discord status to a countdown to the days until 2021. But then I realized the only problem with that is I don't want 2021 to get here entirely, because that's the year I graduate. I don't feel ready to become an adult. I become an adult literally, what, 38 days into the new year, so I'm like, not sure if I'm really ready for that. I don't know. Maybe if I could, like, get over my fear of driving and get my driver's license, that'd probably help. Because, you know, when you can't drive, being an adult's even more scary. That's funny, like, when I was 10, like, nobody wanted to be an adult more than I did. And then I get to my later teen years, and I'm like, oh, maybe that wasn't what I wanted. So, advice, and especially if there's any younger viewers watching, don't wish your childhood years away, or your young years away in general. Just live in the moment, although in 2020, I guess that's a lot easier said than done. Because I think we're all waiting for this just to be over with. Oh, what's the recording time at, anyways? I thought 14 minutes. I wonder, I'm trying to think why I'm so confused with the recording time is. I thought I started recording earlier than I did. I don't know. I'm very confused with where the recording time's actually at. I'm not gonna lie. We're only like 14 minutes in, and I was thinking we were getting close to the 20-minute mark already somehow. No wonder it felt a little fast to be getting there, because we're not. Which is good. I want to chat. It's a nice chat time. Good time to just talk. So I was trying to think of some other notes. Let's get back to Minecraft, because that's where this series ultimately is at. And that is my plans now, kind of for the Nether hub here, over the next couple of episodes. So I kind of said, hopefully I'll get the Nether hub designing done in the next couple of days. It's another good session or two of building. I mean, probably one session to finish the map, a session to figure out the wall design, and then a grand finale session to to make the ceiling. So like 3 to 4 more sessions of designing is probably what it's gonna take. And how many more hours that's actually gonna be for me, I don't know. But I'm hoping to do that the next couple of days here. Because on a good day, I can actually fit 2 sessions in. Because I have like my early afternoon session that I can do, and then before I go and do work for a while, and then late at night I can have another session if I'm not recording Terraria or playing Titancraft itself. So I mean, I'm trying to do both. I'm trying to balance everything right now. It's really difficult. I mean, if you've noticed, the Terraria upload rate has steadily plummeted in the past couple of days. I mean, I kind of announced on Twitter. I haven't announced it on here yet that I have formally put my expert series on hold. Not sure when I intend on finishing it, to be honest, because I already have the urge to start live streaming the class challenges. I think I've hinted at it, or if I haven't, well, here's the reveal of it. I plan on streaming Terraria class challenges pretty soon. That's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I kind of decided that after these 2 initial Let's Plays, that everything Terraria in this channel is going to be live streamed. I just find it more fun. I mean, there might be highlight reels every now and again. I might do some other fun little snippets along the way, I guess, but at this point, I don't think Let's Play content for Terraria is the right fit for me, and so I want to switch up. Also, speaking of live streaming, I am giving it some serious consideration as of just my general stress with getting things out on time, and my quality of content recently is upsetting me. I am considering, for a brief time, doing like 45-minute stream Titancraft episodes for a few weeks. I don't know, I lose the ability then, of course, to easily edit in my intros and outros, which is why I'm leaning towards the no. But it could be kind of nice to just have, like, 45 minutes to just actually record instead of worrying about getting it up before midnight and be like, hey, we did this, although, I don't know, YouTube might still get pissy at me, so who knows. Also, though, there's a very good clip coming out probably tomorrow. I was gonna upload it today and I just didn't get a chance. I was in a bad mood earlier. I wasn't able to make a thumbnail for it when I wanted to, but there's a highlight from within the latest Master Mode video that I'm not gonna spoil because I knew I'm gonna upload the highlight. I didn't want to spoil it on the thumbnail of the latest Master episode either, for Master Mode Multiplayer, but really funny moment, a really I guess glorifying moment too, that I can't wait to put up online as a separate like 1-minute video, and I hope you guys like it too. It's just something kind of out there. It's a little different style content that I usually do. I don't usually do highlights like that, although if I get into the streaming business here with different Terraria series as a live stream, I might do more of that where I do like little highlight reels of the best parts of live streams separately. I don't know, because I would like to stream some stuff Terraria related in the relatively near future, and obviously everybody I know seems to be waiting for me to bring back Terraria Tuesday. That'll happen at some point. I kind of have hinted a few times that that'll be late August. I mean, it's gonna be really, I guess it'll be the final thing we talk about today. The later half of summer is gonna get really complicated on my channel because I'm gonna get really busy getting ready to go back to school. But at the same time, that's when I intend to switch up a lot of the content flow here. Now, worth noting at the same time, that's when the Titancraft Season 10 episode frequency is probably gonna start going down steadily. My general plan with the season has been to upload a lot right away, so that way as the season progresses, I can upload less often for 2 reasons. A, quality, so that way I can put more time into each episode instead of rushing one every day. The other part is for my own time and my own mental health. It does take an enormous toll on someone recording these videos every single day. I think anybody that's been around me in the last few months can tell you, there have been some nights where I've just been overly stressed about the fact that I know I had to get an episode out before midnight, and so this constant drag there seems to be to get these videos out, it takes an emotional toll on a person knowing you have to do this every single day. And so I think for the sake of my own time, there's just days where generally I don't feel like recording, I don't feel in the mood, or I don't feel like playing Minecraft. I mean, when 1.4 came out, there was a good 2 weeks where I did not want to play Minecraft at all, and I forced myself to get through it. I mean, now I'm back to enjoying the 2 games pretty close to equally. I mean, I'm a little afraid that 1.16 could actually induce a burnout for me. I don't know. big Minecraft updates usually backfire. Most updates for games get me really excited to play them and make me play a bunch. Minecraft updates do the opposite, because typically Minecraft updates change something that I liked, and then I get really mad, and then I just don't want to play it for ages. And I'm a little scared that with 1.16 making a bunch of changes that I can't say I agree with, slightly concerned that there could be some issues there. Oh boy, we're going to have fun with this part of the Nether. What's the recording time at? 20 minutes. Hi, Pigman. Alright, well, we're gonna wrap it up then for today. A full 20-minute episode's pretty good. I should also mention here, as we get farther into the month of June, I am going to try to find a day in the nearest future. I don't think tonight, because I want to work on some other stuff tonight. I want to play a bit of Terraria, but also I want to do a bit of Nether design. I kind of do a bit of everything late tonight. But in the next week or so, I want to try to double up a recording session and get back in my old flow of recording the next day's episode instead of recording at 10:40 the night I need to get a video up. Like, I want to try to get back into a good schedule so that way the upload frequency is a little bit more stable. And the quality goes back up, because obviously when I'm in a pinch for time, I just kind of, the first thing I think I can do, I do. And so that's why these episodes become so podcasty, because that's half the episode. It's just my commentary now. It's just some bland background footage. It's hardly even a Let's Play anymore, but that's alright. I mean, we're kind of experimenting. We're doing a little bit of everything, and overall, I mean, while it's not completely ideal, I think it's kind of fun. I'm enjoying it, at least a little bit. And so I hope you guys don't mind it too much. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Our quartz supply grows. Oh boy, we have a lot of quartz, and that's good, because I have plans for quartz this season. You wait and see. Anyways, on the note, have yourselves a fantastic day. This has been Titancraft, and we will see you guys
in the next episode
of Titancraft
Season 10,000.
10,000. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye.